Tonight, it's a story of resilience, a story of response, and above all, a story of redemption. All smiles for the Pakistan supporters, all smiles in the visitors' camp as they win the second ODI of the Dutch-Bangla Bank series and level the series versus Bangladesh. Well, they needed to make a comeback, and they did. The visitors welcome you all to this post-match show. The Dutch-Bangla Bank Straight Drive, powered by Rocket, co-sponsored Nexus Pay, in company of Ramiz and Shamim Chowdhury. Opening thoughts from you guys. Ramiz bhai first.
I thought Bangladesh were dealt a hard hand because there were 3 wickets down, and then the inclement weather, and then the task became that much more difficult. But credit to Pakistan because they bounced back, they rode back with a lot of class. First with the bat, it could have been a lot better. They were clearly about 30-40 runs short. And then with the ball, it really was tremendous effort.
Your thoughts on the match overall, please.
Well, overall for Bangladesh, very disappointing after the emphatic win they had in the first ODI. But the manner in which the Pakistan team turned around, you can't take anything away from them. They had a plan right from the word go. They're not cow away from being aggressive and attacking, and it worked straight away. 103 runs opening partnership. That was the stamp the authority. And from that point in time, Bangladesh, on certain occasions, came back to getting clusters of wickets, but eventually the 275 target was a daunting task. It's never going to be easy. You feel that Pakistan may have scored more, but even 275 on the Dhaka track is marvelous score. And then you lose 3 early wickets, immediately the pressure's on you, and compounded by that, the hailstorm and the thunderstorm, DLS in operation, everything went pear-shaped for Bangladesh in the second part. So it's very difficult for them to come out of it. But I still felt that they could have done a little bit better, more resistance, showing some more temperament. That was missing. I think that's one area they've got to really come back strongly if they want to do well in the third match.
Exactly what Pakistan actually did, and actually Maaz Sadaqat, referring back to what he was saying, the 103-run partnership, Sadaqat played an instrumental role in setting up the tone with the bat.
Yeah, the approach was refreshing. I mean, the body language was positive. He's hitting the ball sweetly. He didn't over-try to do stuff. I think that little technical adjustment that he made was he's closer to the line of the ball because he changed his stance from leg stump to middle and off. And so that adjustment really worked wonderfully well for him. And then he's got this great ability to hit the ball cleanly. So it was an excellent knock because he had to let the world know, let the Pakistan dugout know that he's good enough player against pace. That one-off innings, the first innings, and he mentioned that he was a little bit nervous. So the nervousness out of the system, and he smacked the ball all around. I think it was really admirable the way he played Naveen Rana, because that was the really crunch challenge for him. And Nahid Rana, sorry. So the drives, the cut shots, the flicks. And I think it was because of his effort that Pakistan were able to post that 270. Otherwise, they were down for the count.
Yeah, and he definitely set the tone, and I'm sure you admired the Calypso-style shots he played as well, Maaz Sadaqat.
Yeah, I enjoyed describing the manner in which he did it. But you see, one department of the game, if you do well in one department, it immediately reflects in the other department. And he's bowled for the very first time on the internationals, and he gets the 3 wickets. And that tells you a story of the confidence levels that you build up when you're doing well in one department. Augurs well for the future of Pakistan cricket with youngsters like him coming up.
Yeah, just a line to add on to how good he was. He kept it simple with the bat. He kept it pretty simple with the ball also.
Yeah, he did. Ramiz bhai, that win, runs on the board. That's what they ticked off Pakistan, and Salman Ali Agha played an important part, 64 of 62. How good was that?
Yeah, whilst Pakistan have faced a lot of criticism and pressure in the middle phase of the innings in T20 cricket, in ODIs, because you've got somebody like Salman Ali Agha to anchor and guide the innings, Pakistan have been relatively well served. And it's a natural fix. And he bats so well in ODI cricket because his numbers are brilliant. We're talking about an average of in excess of 40 with hundreds and 50s. And today, he was so smooth in whatever he's trying to do. You know, the drives, he played the spin, he had a plan. And the confidence, the body language was so good. and he accelerated when he wanted to, and it really was an important innings with Rizwan's 40-odd as well.
Yeah, it was a good partnership, 100-plus partnership stand. After the opening stand, they needed something like this, and Salman Ali Agha, particularly in this format, is certainly a different sauce, different gravy altogether.
Absolutely, and it's so noticeable that the run rate, strike rate was around the 100 mark, despite the fact that he hit 2 sixes and 7 fours. So interspersed among that was a lot of dot balls and singles. It tells you how he panned out the innings, so very crucial. So I think all in all, you needed a senior to work for you, and he's done exactly that.
Now, we have to get it from you. We've heard it from Ramiz bhai, we've heard it from Maaz Sadaqat Miraj himself in the post-match presentation. Your thoughts on the run-out?
Yeah, it was a bit. We heard from Maaz and Miraj. He thought that he was going for a run, but I don't think that was the true picture, because it seemed that he was going to pick up the ball. But rules are rules. You see, he has not broken any rules. That is the main point. You're talking about the sportsman spirit and everything. Just think about. They were just having a look at that. And he had to give it. He's very disappointed, understandably. Bit of a tantrum as he walked out. But that reaction is understandable. But you've got to think about a lot of occasions in cricketing history. Remember Trevor Chappell bowling underarm. That was not very sporting, was it? There are a lot of other occasions where maybe sportsman spirit was not sort of contended with, but rules were not broken. That is the most important thing. I think as long as the player does not break rules, I'm okay with it.
Ramiz bhai, I've got to come with you, and just referring to what Maaz Sadaqat Miraj mentioned to Sikandar Bakht in the post-match presentation, because he had taken off, he thought he's going for the run, well within his rights to do that. Your thoughts on that?
You see, so this is the debate then. So one party is looking just at the rules, the other party is looking just at the sportsman spirit. And so you'll always have a debate, you'll always have a right or a wrong. From where I come from, my sort of cricketing knowledge, or whatever cricket that I played under Imran especially, it was all about sportsman spirit. Because I remember one instance when Sirikant seemed to have edged one. He said, I didn't edge it. It was a one-day game in Lahore in 89-90. Imran called him back, and then he got out again. But this was unnecessary, actually, because you see, look at what Salman Ali Agha was trying to do. He's trying to help the bowler because they were in this little tangle, and he wanted to just help him out. But, you know, it was a severe kind of a lesson taught to him that, you know, you should know the rules. You're absolutely right, because the rules suggest that he was out of the crease and there was a case of a run out, and he just followed the rules simply, Miraj. But obviously then the other part is the sportsman spirit. You know, you look at the intention of what was happening out there, and he just wanted to help him out.
Ramiz, the world of cricket has evolved since your days and mine. Unfortunately, or fortunately, they abide by the rule. They take every advantage the rules offer. And so that little thing about the sportsman spirit is out the door these days, which is not a very good thing.
You're talking to the wrong guy then, because I'll always look after the sportsman spirit.
I think to strike balance, I think both are required, and that's the beauty of the game itself. We will have different schools of thought, but what matters is at the end of the day, Pakistan have won this match and leveled the series, and Maaz Sadaqat, with the ball in hand, played his part as well, getting a 3-for, and you know, some might have thought that they would miss the services of someone like an Abrar Ahmed. Wasn't to be.
You see, they got away, got out of jail, actually, I would say that, because it is so risky not to field a proper spinner, even on a green pitch like this one. Because, you know, you want a spread of bowlers, but Maaz Sadaqat was a complete surprise, and I think Bangladesh would be pretty disappointed in offering him that great platform of attacking Bangladesh. He picked up 3 wickets, but just bowling a straight line. I mean, it's a bit like Miraj, you know, it's looking, there were Pakistani batsmen who were looking for spin, it wasn't there. And similarly here also, I mean, there was this arm angle, and he was just doing the basics well, hitting the deck and trying to hit the stump. So he's a massive surprise, and an excellent day for him anyway.
Yeah, it's no surprise that a left-arm spinner shining bright but in Mirpur, wearing the Pakistan kit definitely, shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing you've got to take into account, the results of the 2 games. Poles apart, Bangladesh really asserting their authority in the first one, Pakistan asserting their authority, big wins. So that sets up the decider wonderfully well. Both teams will be dying to really play their best and put up their best hand, so we can expect a humdinger of a match in the final decider in a couple of days' time.
What are you looking forward to?
A good game, and I don't know. I mean, Pakistan will look to be the favorite now after this thundering win.
Yeah, and the talk of the town, definitely everything we are talking about, what that does is spices up this Dutch-Bangla Bank series between Bangladesh and Pakistan. Even more, the third and final ODI still to follow day after. And 15th of March, 1:40 p.m. live from the Mirpur Sher-e Bangla, the third and final ODI between Bangladesh and Pakistan of the Dutch-Bangla Bank series powered by Rocket, co-sponsor Nexus Pay. It's a very good night from all of us here. See you again day after.